morning to those who are present in this special and unique event, especially our beloved teachers and of course friends who are dear to me. First of all, let us give our thanks to the Lord for His blessings and guidance have made it possible for us to join this event. I would like to also thank the teachers for giving me the opportunity to give a speech in reminder of our Independence Day. The 17th of August has always been a special day for us. As we all know, we are celebrating our 75th Independence Day. Of course, we are not celebrating it like we normally do due to the spreading of COVID-19 that began earlier this year. But don't let it lower your spirit, because if we know anything about Indonesia's history, it is that Indonesians has always had high spirit. And that spirit is one of the big reasons why Indonesia is independent today. Independence comes from the word independent, which means freedom or free from control. This word may be short and simple, but to Indonesia it has a big meaning and a long history. Now, I'm not going to talk about the long history of it or the past. Instead, I'm going to talk about the present. From the beginning of this year up until now, I'm sure all of us are not comfortable with the situation about COVID. It is something to be taken seriously about and has troubled many people around the world, not just Indonesia. But then again, like I said before, Indonesia has always had high spirit. And this is nowhere near the struggle that our country's freedom fighters have faced in the past. They have struggled, they have feared, they have worked harder than any of us right now in this situation. As a student, we can only do our main job the very best we can, which is studying. Of course, because of the situation, we are also limited. We can't go to school physically, but we can virtually. But like I said before, this is nowhere near the limitations or the struggle that our country's freedom fighters have faced. But in this kind of era, we can only imagine. Sure, we can't learn to the fullest, but back then the youth struggled much more and managed to get through. If you guys say it is because they were forced or had nothing to lose, then I will have to disagree with you. Today we are spoiled by modern technology or modern equipment, and we are also been given clear instructions on how to get through this by the government. This is one of the many reasons why we should honor or appreciate our freedom fighters much more than we should. Back then they had to figure things out by themselves, and that can be very risky. In the future, it doesn't really matter of how smart we are. If you don't have good character or charisma, then most likely you will never reach your expectations. Our first president, Sukarno, once said, "A person who learns without thinking is useless, but a person who thinks without learning can be very dangerous." For example, if a person makes a mistake and they can learn from that mistake, they can rise quickly. But if they cannot learn from that mistake, they can be a danger to themselves or others. The point is, our country's freedom fighters fought incredibly hard, and we can learn from their experience, whether that's the spirit or their action. We have to fight COVID to the fullest. That is all from me. I apologize if I have made a mistake in pronunciation or false information. Thank you.